Hello, new Hetalians! So, you're new to the Hetalia fandom. You must be pretty confused on what is going on. Don't worry, here is a step-by-step tutorial about how to understand the Hetalia fandom and the basic do's and don'ts. Step 1. Understanding the references. While the subbed is often preferred for most animes, if you want to get any of the references in this fandom, you have to watch the dub. Even though the sub tells you actual factual information and is actually somewhat educational, the only thing you actually need to know about the sub is Doitsu! Doitsu is one of the most important memes in the fandom, and there is an entire religion based off of it. You also need to watch the dubbed bloopers, which got copyrighted and are now nowhere to be found unless you buy the DVDs from Funimation, so good luck with that. You could read the manga and learn about characters like Czechia and Slovakia and Knights Templar, but who needs the manga? Just wait until an important strip comes out on Tumblr, because Hetalia has no plot anyways. Be sure to download and play Heta Oni and know your 2Ps, even though 2P is a totally fan-made thing, but it's treated like it's canon. So good luck with that. Step 2. Understanding people in the fandom. The majority of Hetalia fans are typically teenage girls ages 12 to 15. If you are 18 or older, then you are either seen as a weirdo or a senpai. If you are younger than that, then why are you watching Hetalia? And if you are a boy, you will be covered in bitches. The fandom was really big a few years ago, but now it's a lot smaller, and a lot of bad things are not really a problem anymore. A lot of the current fans also just got into anime, so they are very new to the concept of otakus and weeaboos in Japanese culture. The Hetalia fandom is mostly well known for its weeaboos, so more often than not, you will meet someone who is just a little bit too into this. And remember, this fandom is full of love and positivity and lighthearted racism, so don't criticize anyone on anything, especially if it is a ship. All art and cosplay are valid and wonderful, and remember, this show is about racism, so if you get offended easily, then why are you here? But just because there are no PC police in the fandom, doesn't mean that the fandom isn't ever toxic. Here are some common things that you may see in the fandom. A lot of these fans have never seen a foreigner in their life, so some of them may take the stereotypes too seriously. People will do things that are offensive. Some may even do things like cosplay in World War II museums, or make fan works of terrorist attacks. Please don't be that person. People will randomly just scream pasta or an English dub reference at any time, so be prepared. Rape is another word for sex. Don't do this. Rape isn't funny. Stop it. Everyone hates Seychelles for some reason. Some people will use Hetalia to replace their history textbook. Don't do this. And don't bring up Hetalia when talking to a non-Hetalia fan about history, especially when talking about Nazi Germany. Nazis aren't cool, stop it. There are OCs everywhere, and the majority of them are inaccurate, and some of their fans treat their OCs and headcanons like canon, so be careful around that. Step 3. Shipping. This is its own section. Shipping in the Hetalia fandom is amazing, because there isn't really a true canon pairing other than the Holy Roman Empire and Civitalia, and Holy Roman Empire is dead. But remember, Hetalia fans are extremely sensitive about shipping. Never ever say a ship sucks unless you want a shipping war on your hands. These are rabid teenage girls we are talking about. Especially if it's US-UK. Never argue that it's incest. Remember, in the Hetalia fandom, incest is wincest, even if it's twincest, but it's a sincest if it's not gay. But you can ship anything here. Literally anything. If two characters have never interacted in canon, that's perfectly okay. They will ship anything. Anything. I'm not kidding. There's an entire part of the fan base that is dedicated to Iceland times fridge. Remember, all ships are loving and valid as long as it's yaoi. Remember, everyone is gay, and if you ship hetero pairings, what the hell is wrong with you? Step 4. How to get involved. To get involved and contribute to the fandom, you can do a lot of things. Many platforms like fanfiction, DeviantArt, and especially Tumblr are good sites to meet other Hetalians. But what about YouTube, you say? Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Yeah, no. There aren't many Hetalia YouTubers that actually update frequently and produce quality content anymore. Unless it's MMD. That's right, you can download Miku Miku Dance on your device and make animations. That is huge in the Hetalia fandom. On fanfiction, you can never go wrong. Almost everyone is very positive, no matter how bad your work is. Same goes for DeviantArt. But one of the best sites to get involved in is Tumblr. Fan art, fanfictions, roleplay, cosplay, ask blogs, or any miscellaneous stuff can be found and created here. Or you can start a blog doing things like translating comics, making memes, or posting useless facts and theories. You can also create your own OC. In Hetalia, there's a whole world of countries waiting to be personified. Hell, it doesn't even have to be a country. It can be a newspaper. Because reasons. But make sure it's accurate to avoid offending people. Basically, do your research and don't base it solely off of yourself. I'm serious though, please do your research! Overall, the Hetalia fandom isn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. A lot of the problems I stated above are not that big of a problem anymore. Back then, it was awful, but now the Hetalia fandom has mellowed out, and sure, every other person you meet is a weeaboo, but otherwise, it's a pretty nice fandom. No one really harasses you or sends death threats, since a lot of people here are just young. They will grow up. Just respect other people and countries, and remember that Hetalia is all a joke. Don't let it consume your life. And whenever you think Hetalia is the worst fandom ever, just remember, there are fandoms that are much worse. And remember, we aren't dead! Hetalia is still going! It's still going.